Welcome back to the D-Gas Podcast. It's your boy Bkr, the Baker Man, and I'm here with
HK.
HK on the streets.
To be honest with you, man, like,
You ain't been on the streets?
I ain't been on the street, but he started it off, and he was like, oh shit, we're doing that right now?
Yeah, we're just doing it right now. I usually do a longer intro. I should really write something and stick with the intro.
I've been like on like cruise control fucking all day.
Yeah.
You know, we had a long day at Spoke
We
yesterday.
had a long day yesterday. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. And
We already know this is going to be a two-parter. We haven't been here for a couple weeks.
Yep. So yeah, I know we talked about we were doing this, and it didn't click until you got there.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh shit.
Boom,
we're here.
You said whenever you're ready, and I started going.
Yeah. Yep.
I should have given you a longer intro. I'm gonna figure that out.
We're all right. Nobody listens but Fee.
yeah. We're gonna try something new this time because our audio has been consistently giving us difficulties on the Spotify. So I think we're just gonna do YouTube for the next few weeks.
Yeah,
and see if we can gain some traction on there. Plus, there's a lot of visual cues that we have here that we talk about. We're showing a lot of the bottles that we're drinking, and it's kind of hard to just explain. You don't get the full experience if you're just listening on YouTube or on Spotify or Apple.
Yep. So yeah,
no disrespect.
No, because we'll end up going back on there once we get our issues straightened out. I guess.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, and and yeah, for right now we could try this, see if we could push this and see where that goes.
I like the idea because video's been coming out cool. Been having the GoPro.
Yep, going. We finally figured that out. You know, I mean the background. I mean, whatever.
You can't see none of that.
Can't see none of that anyway.
It's got these expensive plants.
It's expensive plants that
you drink up all the fucking getting brown leaves because they've been drinking up all this disgusting bourbon that he dumps out. Rich people shit.
No.
So we got to recap, dude.
Yeah, man. We haven't been on here in a couple weeks, and a lot of things have happened, man.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that week that we missed, you had a show.
Right, we promoted it.
Yes.
And then it's just been a fucking whirlwind of shit for the last 2 weeks.
Then it happened.
That happened. We talked about Collect Call that was going to happen.
Yep.
That happened.
Yep.
And then another week went by. Another show.
Yep. Yeah, you
Crazy.
Did. Yeah, you did. You just had a show on Saturday, right?
Back to back. Yeah. Yep. Friday before, and then this last Saturday.
And Saturday, Collect Call happened the day after your show. Yep.
Yeah.
So how'd the show go, man? I was able to make it. You know, got a lot of shit going on, but I wish I could have made it. I saw the videos. I seen Fee performing. I knew that if I tried to make it out there when I got out of class, I wasn't gonna catch him anyway because I was already it was already late. But how was it? How did Fee?
Right. So if you have no idea what we're talking about, or if you haven't heard the last episode, go back and check that out. But quick little reintroduction to what we're talking about is myself and Jordan Williams lifestyle brand called Title Pending was doing a new release of some clothing, and we'll talk about everything we released I think later. But along with that, we were putting on a show, and I got who I feel like are some of the top guys in hip hop locally to perform with me at Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company's beer garden, and took it over for a Friday night, and we had the Fee, myself, Otis Reed, and TA The Handful headline it. But we kind of said the point of this show was that we don't need headliners, we don't need openers. Like, we're the show. We're local, but we still have just as much merit, I think.
Yep.
For you guys to come check it out. So there was a lot of representation going on for that shit.
Yeah, no. And then you had Bogart and Knowledge out there. Yeah. Set out there.
And Envy.
And DJ Envy.
My bad. I didn't even list him on the. He was there the whole time. He played everybody's music, and DJ before and after the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
man. He was MIA for a minute, and I'm sorry I missed that one because it's been a while since I've seen him out there.
Still got it.
Yeah.
Hot Hands Perez.
I mean, it's like riding a bike, right?
I wouldn't know. and they're.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I seen
He still probably practices all the time.
Yeah, at home.
Yeah.
Chilling by himself. You know. I seen a couple videos of him getting down, man. So that's awesome. Yeah,
He
that's
got
awesome.
busy.
So who opened up the show?
Your boy the Fee.
That's your boy, the Fee.
But I'm gonna open up one of these bourbons real quick
man.
before we get to jabbering about it.
I mean,
Which one? You had them both?
Yeah.
We had this on the show before.
Have we?
Right? Or you just let me try this before?
I think, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
we didn't have it on the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
So this is from Barrell.
Barrell.
And where are these guys from?
They're Louisville, Kentucky. They are a. They don't. I don't believe they distill. They source. But what they do is they source from a lot of different places.
The
different
grain
years.
alcohol.
Yeah.
So they get it. It's just clear.
Probably.
And
yeah.
then they take it
And
and they
then
put it in the barrels they like.
And then they blend.
And they make the product.
And they make product. Then once it sits in oak barrels, then these cats are crazy. They get different casts. You like that one I believe is like apricot brandy cast.
Yeah.
You know.
It seems unique because like everybody else is trying to find the perfect blend of like a year within that vintage.
Yeah.
That they're gonna blend together to make that year's at least consistent or the best they can.
Yeah.
But these guys are more like making a new recipe. And they're like, I just want to fucking put that and that together, and this is gonna taste hella good. Fuck how old it is. It could be 1,000,000 years old and 6 months old. If it tastes good,
they do it because it has. These have no age statements. They do have like their higher end. Like they have, I believe, like this one. The regular seagrass is green label. The higher end one is gray.
Okay.
It's gray with gold letters, and I believe that one they do put an age statement of 25 years. So every whiskey that was blended into that is at least 25 years. You know, so
it's amazing, but not their focus.
No. Yeah. This is their focus here.
Which one do you think we should start with?
Oh man, I'm trying to think.
These are both fucking crazy. I wouldn't even know.
Let's go with this one. I think the what is it? The Vantage.
Yeah.
Is a little less. How can I put it? Crazy than that one because that was
crazy.
That one's gonna take on a fucking ride. This one
sounds crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure. This was a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys finished in Mazzanara, French, and toasted American oak.
So Japanese oak, French oak,
and
toasted American oak.
Yeah.
And all these are virgin wood. Pause.
Yeah. So real quick,
they weren't aged in some like this one has barrels that was used for aging different spirits. And these are all straight up.
Straight up. Yep.
Baby, I like it raw.
So you think?
I think you should pour that shit. That's what I think.
So you think they're all toasted, like the French and the Mazzanara toasted as well, or is it just the American?
Just the American.
Okay. All right.
That's what I would think. Or they could have put toasted before one or the other. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But English is a difficult thing
to grasp,
to get down right.
So
writing it too.
Yeah. Barrell is fairly new, but they've been doing some good shit, man. Everything I've had from them has been fucking fantastic. Vantage, I can't remember it. I mean, apparently we like it.
You must like it a lot.
Yeah. But then I've had people like RDP and Jerry and Danny
Rob
Cakes.
Del Pozo, Danny Cakes. Yeah. He doesn't like you call him that, dude.
Oh, Danny Cakes. Come on, Danny.
He doesn't like that.
El Denny.
Yeah.
El Denny.
Shouts out to those guys.
Man, that one's
this
hot.
is crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna let it sit for just a second and see if some of that heat kind of blows off the top.
115.8 proof.
Okay, so it's not fucking around.
Yeah, it's up there.
But yeah, man. Fee opened the shit up. Your boy the Fee, and he was also the host for the show. So Fee opened it up and just lit it up. He lit that shit up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fucking. You can talk about the bourbon, huh?
No, no, I'm looking at.
He's looking. He's talking. He wants to talk about this still.
So.
I'm like a fuck in my head. I'm like bing, 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 bing. And
So
you're like, you have to hit the clutch before you shift the gear. You know what I mean?
So Fee had a lot of pent up.
I don't know.
You know,
but he came prepared.
He lit it out.
He came prepared, but well, it wasn't so much pent up. I mean, it was so controlled. Like he knew exactly what he was gonna do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As opposed to just getting up there and just like raging and shit. He like was literally unaffected by being the first or at least didn't show it by being the first person to hit the stage relatively early, you know, for a hip hop show, because the place doesn't stay open hella late. Just started off with his latest like banger, the Ghetto Bird song.
Mm-hmm.
I just posted a clip of that on my stories today too. I forgot I was standing behind him recording it, and I was looking through my pictures today, and I was like, oh, should I have this video of Fee?
Oh, I seen it. Yeah.
But yeah, just that was the first line, first beginning of his set.
Nice.
He was killing it. Yeah, you could
yeah.
tell right off that video he was killing it. And then took us for a little ride through his latest album, and finished with like this crazy, like heartfelt tribute to just like don't take anything for granted, be and live.
Yeah, yep.
Because you might not be able to at any time.
I heard Fee, I've heard you had him crying. Fee.
Everybody cried.
To start the show, you had to make everyone cry.
Yeah, everybody cried. He killed that shit, and we had to everybody had to take a break after that. He was like, funny. He went up there and he's like doing this thing. He's doing a song TikTok, which references just time. Time. You don't have a lot of it. Yeah. You don't know when you're not gonna have any more of it. Talking about his father and all kinds of other things, and then he gets on this speech and he's just like fucking raging on this speech about how you need to not take anything for granted. And then he pulls up, he calls somebody on stage, and everybody's already like, man, you're right, I just want to go home and hug my family. And then he brings this dude up and he's like, this is my homie, he's about to get a liver transplant, like, yeah. And everybody's like, I don't have to say anything now because they got video.
Yeah. People.
Everybody's like the crying emoji.
People right now that are listening, they're like, yeah, I remember.
I was there. And then sometimes you're in the moment and you feel it, and then you watch it again and it's entertaining. I watched that again. Somebody posted it, and I felt like crying again. It was just the same thing.
It just took you back. It just took you back to that moment.
I was like, God damn.
That's good, man.
Asshole.
Sorry I missed Fee's first performance in what years, right?
20, 30 years probably.
Yeah, I was like 60.
No, but he did great, and I was really happy. I hope he gets back on stage soon.
Yeah, man, definitely, because I want to try and make that one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I'll be done with this class. This way I could have more time to, What do you think about this one?
Woo!
Yeah, it's hot.
But the flavor is crazy.
Okay, so
different kinds of oak for sure. I'm gonna toot my own goddamn horn because I have a special gift of being able to pick out what type of oak is used usually in wine and whiskeys and shit. Pretty accurate. This is all over the place.
Yeah. So, do you get this red cedar?
I was gonna say like a mahogany when you open a drawer.
Yeah.
Like when it has a nice, you have a nice piece of furniture, and you open the drawer. It's a cedar or a mahogany.
Mahogany.
Yep.
And I believe that's the Mazzanara, right?
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be because I have a Japanese whiskey in there.
It has the same setup.
And it has the like it's weird because I'm getting like a green apple spice thing.
Yeah, I only have the one taste of it. But it finished with like it had some fruit that I didn't get a chance because I was just that initial thing was kind of burning my nose, but up the olfactory. But I finished almost with the vegetal green pea type of thing. But there was fruit in there, but it was too much for me.
For me, I keep seeing
pull on it.
Pause.
Oh my fucking god! This is why I don't freestyle.
Yeah. For me, I'm getting like this green apple.
You imagine me go on stage talking about just fucking finding a word, and I'm just like, pull on it.
Yeah, pull on. You'll be like that. What's that episode from the Wu-Tang where he went up there and forgot his fucking his song, so he just fucking freestyled.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, what the fuck's he
talking
about?
Yeah.
He's talking about the sperm and fucking.
Yeah.
That shit was funny as hell. Anyway, yeah, man, I'm getting this like green apple-y kind of like brandy thing happening.
Okay. Yeah.
With this weird, like I said, cedary fucking woody thing going on in the back.
Because it's so much on the nose. It's still so much of that marshmallowy American oak thing. It just totally runs through with the nose. For me, the nose is mostly American toasted oak. With some other things, you know what I'm saying? It's so much of that vanilla, like kind of marshmallow thing, but when you taste it,
clovey,
it's so fucking dynamic. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll be honest, man. I think that if it was just straight up Mazzanaro barrels, I probably wouldn't like it. It's too, and I put it too like spicy, too
sharp, for
too
lack
sharp,
of
too bright.
a better term.
But it has all these other characteristics, like a little bit of butterscotch.
There's a spiciness to it.
Yeah, there's you want to say it's the heat, but it's a spiciness to it that. And I want to say for me, it's coming from the Mazzanaro barrels because it seemed very sharp, very very bright. Because
the supporting act there for that is going to be the French oak, right? Because the French oak is going to be the most mellow of the three, as far as in terms of like imparting flavor.
Yeah.
But what it does is just gives you that. I gotta do it again. Yeah. It gives you that raw wood.
Yeah.
Pause flavor.
Yep.
And the French oak always just gives you this dusty, dry wood flavor and aroma. It doesn't give you the vanilla as much. It just gives you this. That's the best way I could describe it. You smell the fucking oak, just raw.
That's
kind of dusty and dry. That's like a telltale sign for me of French. And spicier, and then not a fruity thing, not a sweet thing at all.
It's just that might be where we get the spice from.
I think the French might be making that Mazzanaro more so spicy, and more so that to stand up to that American.
Now the toasted, I don't get a lot of that. Normally with the toasted, you get a lot of that like kind of smokiness and very like mapley kind of thing going, and I don't get a lot of that. To me it's just really bright fruit and spice, you know.
This is gonna be good in wintertime, bro.
Little
yeah.
Fire.
I wouldn't be mad just because it is really hot, and I think it's kind of distracting from the actual flavor. I think I wouldn't be mad if you put a little drop of water in there.
Like a drop of water or something. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, instead of dropping ice cube, or me, I can't stand when you're drinking a good bourbon or a whiskey and they put it over ice. I can't stand that.
Yeah.
But
I'll drink shitty whiskey over ice.
Over ice, yeah. But a good one, if it's a little too hot for you, take like a straw.
That's a good water. That's a good amount.
And then just put a drop in there.
Yep.
Mix it up, taste it, and it should tone it down.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, put another one in.
Yeah,
And
if you're
it-
like
yeah.
more hardcore, like half a teaspoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a lot.
Yeah. No.
But if you
doesn't
want,
take a lot.
and then add a little bit, another half a teaspoon until you like it. And it's not to water it down; it's to bring it
To bring the
literally to like the normal volume of alcohol that you get, and not something that's fucking like barrel.
And I think
strength.
I think if we did that, it might tone it down, and it would let you taste the wood
All
a
that-
little bit more,
And all that fruit.
and all that fruit, all the fruity wood.
But yeah, because I think that's really what's getting run over is,
Yeah.
is the fruitiness.
Yeah, yeah, but it is there. It's fucking it's insane. It is yeah, it's a lot going on.
Like if we weren't doing this, I feel like I need a notepad just to smell it and
write
write
down,
everything
yep.
down because there's so much shit going on. That's
Okay.
how nerdy. That's how nerdy I am,
Okay,
or I used to be.
it's almost like the spice and the heat. Don't hate me for this. You remember Vaporu?
Hmm? Nope, I don't think so.
For those of you Mexicans out there, do you remember Vaporu Vapor Rub?
Mm.
It's kind of getting that, like,
Yeah, that's what I
You
was
know,
saying. The first
yeah.
thing went up in the back of your nose,
yep,
like when you
exactly,
boom,
Yep.
picks you right up.
yep. But there is this orangey now on the nose. To me, I'm getting this like orangey zest.
I can't even start on the nose now. It's too much. There's too much shit going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back to the show.
Yeah, that's good. So yeah, so
We had to take a break. Like
because
that was probably the longest break in between acts, and like afterwards, I like pretended like I wasn't about to cry, and I went up to Otis Reed and I was like, "You ready, bro?" And he's like, "I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that, bro." And I was like, "Man," still like fucking choking my tears back. I'm like, "Man, you're crazy. Like, you're crazy, bro. Like, you'll be alright. You'll be alright. We got a little bit of time in between sets." And he's like, I can see him just trying to get in the zone and shit. And then I was like, "What song?" I was trying to like break the ice a little, break it up a little bit for him, or just shake it up a little bit. And then I was like, "What song you opening with?" And then he told me, and I was like, "Oh, crazy? You're crazy. You can be fine. That's the one you're opening with. Just
you're good.
yeah, let a few songs play, and everybody will be back." And he did, and he fucking killed it.
Oh, nice.
And he fucking killed it, and I really like. Shout out to the Blaze podcast. He did a recap of the show,
Okay.
and
nice.
he did a nice. Well, a quick. He covers so much local. He did a quick recap, and he mentioned Otis's performance and how it stood out to him. Because you usually think of Otis more of a studio artist, and he doesn't do a lot of performances. But he went up there and
You killed it.
he didn't need no hype man.
Nice. Nice.
You didn't miss it.
He was like, okay, fuck that. He put the bar here.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go do my
I
thing.
gotta at least put it here. Or,
Yeah.
Or with him.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna do my thing. I'm not gonna be distracted by it. And everybody's here for the same cause. To put on a good show.
Put on a good show. Yep. Wow, nice, man.
Yeah, killed it.
and
Killed
then-
it.
And then you.
And then I was up next. Yep.
So,
Stumped the place up,
I mean,
and then warmed it up for TA the Handful.
all right.
No, it was nice to have Knowledge and Bogart up there though.
Yeah, I haven't seen them dudes in a while, man. Were they like back into their old groove, or did they?
Yeah, fucking Mike Bogart gets all in his own head, and he's like, Knowledge told me afterwards, he was like all down on himself because he felt like he didn't bring the energy, and then afterwards, like when he does, Knowledge told me that Bogart's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm blah blah blah, and then he does something, And then right afterwards, he's like, "That was so dope. Like, I don't know why we don't do this more often. You know, like that we killed it." And then the next day he'll be like, "Man, I really wasn't bringing the energy that I should have at the show. I could feel it. That kind of shit. You know what I mean?" And then it's right back to where like I asked him to do the next show, and he's like, "Nah, I don't really want to do it, man." You know, I don't know. There's people like that.
I mean, you know, there's sometimes I feel like after we do this, I'm like, fuck, man, I was all fucking tired out there. I had no energy.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but you don't give a fuck. It'd be like if the next week I'm like, "Hey, are we recording?" And you're like, I feel like I really fucked up last time. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he does that, but he does such a good job. Like
he always.
He's just done it for so long. Even at his 70%, he's gonna accurately like fucking. He's gonna nail all the lines. He's gonna, you know what I mean? He's gonna stand up there confidently and nail all the lines and get his job done. So I'm not saying I thought he was at 70%. If he felt that way, he's still going up there and killing it.
What you're saying is his 70% is most people's 100.
Sure. I mean, yeah, because a lot of rap dudes don't really focus on performing to entertain the crowd, or to be good at it live.
Yeah. They're just about record sales and clicks.
You get lucky when you get big too, because you get to rely on lights and smoke, dancers, backup singers, and you kind of just walk around and nobody notices that you're just standing there.
You're just standing there. Yep. But so you had Bogart and
not
Knowledge.
here.
No.
We have the background of fucking the Spiral Garage behind us, wrought iron fence, and people just there for the fucking show, bro.
Hey, but you know,
no lights, no nothing.
You know that that scenery though, man, that kind of gives it this like grimy, like fucking nice feeling.
It was, hell yeah. You know, it was. We couldn't have asked for better weather.
Oh yeah, man, the weather's been great.
It was like it dipped down that day for one of the first times in a long time, and it was the day after. The day before, or the day after. Something like that, when they did the Oktoberfest down there. So if you look on all the photos behind the stage, they still had all the streamers and shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, or it was something like that.
I think
it was the Mexican independent. Because I think it was like the Papel Picado shit that was strung up there.
Okay.
So all the stuff behind us is like, it looks like confetti, but it's all these like bright squares.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I haven't been down there in a minute.
I mean, it's down now, but
yeah.
Just happened to be during that time.
Oh, nice, dude. No, yeah. So good.
So you got this grimy Spiral Garage and gray, a lot of gray, and then like these things, and then us on stage is pretty cool.
Dude, that just gives it an extra little like ambiance, you know. That fuck it's we're underground, we're good, we don't care, we are the show. Yes. You know.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, all the shows that you've done there, or people have done there in that section, to me, that corner of Eno and what is that? Home?
It's an important. Fulton.
Fulton. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Home. Yeah. Oh my God.
Home's on the other side. Yeah.
That's my spokes.
Yeah. I used to live on Home. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Eno and Fulton, dude, that corner right there. I mean, you can't get better than that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is such an important corner now.
Yeah, exactly. And then, you know, that corner pretty much represented the revitalization of downtown. That's where it all pretty much got started. Yeah. You know, so yeah, that's that. Yeah. I mean, you can't get no better than that with that backdrop.
Say what you want about Tioga Sequoia, but they held that shit down.
Yeah. Oh no, they always they're always good with giving locals and giving back to the local community, you know.
And providing space for people to go do cool shit.
Yep. So
shouts out
TS.
Boom. Gave us the opportunity to do that. Knowledge also killed it. I talked about Mike Bogart, but Knowledge also on point.
I wish he showed up in his golfing.
Okay, I was thinking about this. Me and you talked. Yeah. You thought it. I thought it separately, and then you told me about it, and I was like, I was just thinking that. I wish. What's his name? That dude. Was it like Farnsworth Bentley? He was like Diddy's right hand dude for a long time. Yeah. He was always super dapper, right? I wish that Knowledge always showed up unapologetically in full golf outfit and owned it. You know what I mean?
Owned it, yep.
And just that's how I look, bitch.
Yep.
Just like that dude did. Because at that time, everybody was wearing baggy clothes and tall tees, you know, and fucking sideways hats. Yeah. And that dude was like in like plaid pants and a golf hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the fucking with the vest.
With the vest.
Yeah.
Three-piece suit looking.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, he owned it and he was tight.
With the fucking.
Can't imagine that dude standing next to me. Everything else normal, but he's in like full golf attire.
Yep.
That should be tight.
Nice little vest with the diamond pattern or the triangle pattern on it with fucking long sleeve underneath.
Yep.
You know, little fucking bow tie.
Yeah.
That would have been dope.
That's Knowledge's outfit right there.
That'd have been dope.
Fix it.
Orange.
Fix it.
Orange, white, and brown or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, baby blue.
Yeah, a little bit of blue here and there. Yeah, man. I was like, I think that was the first thing I said. Hey, man, did he show up in his golf uniform? We were like, no.
Yeah.
he should have done it.
He should have. Either that or like a mix of like a golf with like a skater, because that's his normal. He usually dresses kind of like a skater. But like if you had like all that with like fucking skate shoes on or something, he'd be tight.
Yep.
He'd be good.
I mean, he'd pull it off. I
think he
would pull it off, man. You know, so Knowledge, get that going. Bogart, just stay the same.
Stay this fucking same. Get back on stage.
Do what you're supposed to do. Get back on stage. Dance, monkey. Dance.
Those are my dudes.
Yeah.
Those are my dudes. But we didn't rehearse. I sent them the set list a couple days before. I had 1,000% confidence
that they were
when
good.
At the same times I always dropped the mic to catch my breath, they were gonna hit the word, and it never fucking fails. We didn't talk about it. We didn't rehearse it. Just boom. I'll just say something. If they're on stage with me, certain lines, I'll just boom. They hit it, and I just keep going. Crazy.
French oak.
Yeah. Wood. Smells more like French oak.
As it sat in the glass, aired. It's got this like weird apricot-y, fruity fucking thing now. It's more sweet, less heat, and I'm getting less of that bright wood and more of the
less spice.
Yeah,
less spice from the wood, less of that cedary kind of thing.
Yep.
More dry, dusty wood and fruit.
Yep.
Not as much vanilla and shit that you would think.
Nope, not at all. It's more. I have this like weird fucking apricot kind of butterscotchy thing in my head from that's what I see when I taste, but it's also this. I see like just a piece of white wood. That's
it.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. For me, visual, like when I taste something,
racist.
It's. Yeah. There's always a visual of something that it reminds me.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that's what I'm seeing. So, and tasting.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. It just sat in there, just airing, and
yeah. It's part of making a bank. I talk about this a lot. If you really want to learn to taste things better, you got to make yourself a bank, and it's got to be intentional, and you have to work at it. So you have to work at tasting things that aren't the things that you're tasting.
Yeah.
And then really make note of. Go to the farmer's market, go to the grocery store, snap off a piece of an herb or snap off a piece of a fruit, and after you buy it, fucking freeloading ass motherfuckers, taste it, make notes of the different flavors in that, and then you can go back and then have this bank of flavors that things remind you of. So people, it's not that hard to develop your palate, you just got to think about it a little bit. Smell. Make a bank. Your bank happens to be visual.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Yeah. Smells, like whatever, just fucking, take it in, smell everything. Like it's weird when I hear fucking people describe wine, you know, like songs describe wine, and they're fucking just going off of these fucking random crazy fucking things. It's like, what? Like,
yeah, they took the time. They probably had a little cups of cloves and cardamoms and saffron, and they're literally like, and they're making notes of what that stuff is, then memorizing it. Then you have yourself a little bank.
Yep.
And then when you taste something, you're like, God damn it, that's that flavor.
Yep. Which is fucking weird that those some of the shit they say, but
it's hard to do on the spot here with everybody. But like, we try to do that shit too.
Yeah. So,
TA the motherfucking handful.
TA close it out.
You want to go to here?
Let's go.
First, before we talk about TA?
Yeah, go. Let's go.
Go ahead.
All right. So this
you
one,
know more about it.
So Barrell Seagrass. Seagrass is one of my favorite bottles that I have.
Kick his ass, Seagrass.
Fucking O'Doyle rules.
Oh my god.
Seagrass, I believe, won Bourbon of the Year 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
That Fred Minnick, I believe.
That surprises me because the blend of barrels that you're about to tell everybody.
Yeah. So
that's kind of crazy. Actually,
this one is rye whiskey finished in Martinique rum, Madeira, and apricot brandy barrels.
Yes.
So that's fucking insane.
So we're talking about rum barrel. And on top of that, on the back, it was talking about it's American and Canadian whiskeys.
Yep.
So, American and Canadian, they sourced the grain alcohol from, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Slapped it in a rum barrel and Madeira wine fucking barrel, which is a fortified wine. We talked about dessert wines and fortified wines before. This is similar to like a sherry. Madeira. And what was the other one?
Apricot brandy.
Apricot brandy at that.
Yep.
So distilled distilled apricot liquor.
Yep.
Aged in French oak.
Yep. So this one comes in at 18.5 proof. 59.29%. So yeah, that's up there.
What is it?
118.
Oh, 118?
118 and a half, yeah. So, this one, I remember the first time I tasted it, it just fucking took me in this roller coaster that I was like, what the fuck is this? I honestly didn't know if I liked it. I didn't know if I hated it. It was just so much going on with it.
Man, you brought these fucking big old beasts.
What, glasses or what?
No, the whiskeys themselves.
So, let's get into this real quick.
Try to roll around so not get so much of the other one in there.
Yeah, it's real ethanol-y right now from pouring it, you know.
Ethanol-y?
Ethanol-y, if that's a word. I'm guessing probably from all the space.
What do you mean?
They develop gases.
Oh, okay.
In between. So it might be that.
Pouring some of that in the glass.
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Yeah. They say that wine or anything, anytime it has a little bit of space in between the cork and open it up, let it air out a little bit before you pour. And I always forget to do that because it does add this little weird alcohol-y nose to it.
Yeah.
See.
Now, so bam, being that this one was so woody, this one automatically is coming across way fruitier.
Yeah.
Like
and it's crazy.
Immediately, this smells like more wine-like than.
It's crazy because it's bourbon. Rye usually more spicy than bourbons.
Yeah.
That you would think this one would be more grassy, more upfront, more. But yeah, that's insane.
I think the balance, right? If they probably did choose really spicy rye, to put in something more sweet. 'Cause they're going Madeira and apricot brandy. That shit was probably to stand up to that. It was probably like pretty fucking strong.
Pretty strong, and it just toned it down. Yeah, man, that's
It's almost too much on the nose sweetness.
yeah, that's fucking insane. Normally ryes are really spicy. They're really grassy, really bright. A lot of people don't like ryes. Well, they did use now. All of a sudden, ryes is the thing to do. Now,
Everybody's trying to be a real man.
Yeah.
Put the hair on your chest.
I used to love the ryes because people wouldn't buy them, so I would go out.
So you could always get some quality.
So I could always get some nice. Now everyone's fucking going after the ryes and fucking just So now it's like I can't even get mine.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I like rye too, but it is. I go in it knowing that it's gonna be pretty aggressive. It's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be like, I don't know, a little. It feels like it comes across hotter, even though it probably doesn't.
One of my favorite pails was a rye pale from the brewery that
Pale ale.
Yeah, that closed down like during the pandemic in Vegas. I can't remember the name of it. They've been there for a long time. They closed down.
Yeah.
They had a rye that was fucking fantastic, and they don't make it no more.
Damn it.
They closed down, but someone rebought them. He brought it back. Can't remember the name of the brewery, but I don't think they're making that pale.
Ooh, okay. Already less of that burn going up. Not as much vapor rub.
Yep.
Smells like apricot and cherries to me.
Yep.
A little less fruitiness on the palate, but the rice coming through, spicy, grassy. Definitely some apricots in there.
Yeah.
Not a lot of burn.
No, it's I still have a lot of spice left from that one that I've been trying to wash out, but it's sometimes they linger. With this one, it's more like a brandy. It's more toned down. It has like a thicker mouthfeel to me. It seems like it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. But it seems like it just kind of coats.
Rounder kind of feeling.
Yeah, it coats a little bit more than that one. Does. I want to say, as it sits in the glass a little bit, it's going to do the same as that one. It's going to get rid of that alcohol kind of nose and all.
Yeah, which would make this real dangerous.
Yeah. I think it's going to definitely tone down. It's going to become smoother. So I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. But man,
a little bit more of that toasted oak coming through.
Yeah, instantly.
On the nose.
Instantly, like for me, it was
smells like cobbler.
Yes, I just see like really ripe apricots when I drink it. And it does have that little like.
Which you don't like.
Yeah, no, but on this I do not. In the fruit.
Well, if you took a overripe apricot that this tastes like, poured a bunch of liquor on it, you'd probably be into it.
Eat it. Let's put that on some fucking ice cream.
Right.
And let's go to town.
Yeah,
So TA the handful.
TA the handful came and did what he was supposed to do. I think. I felt. He got up there, solo dolo, and just did his fucking thing. He performs pretty often, so he's really comfortable on stage. It was cool to see him in that setting. I was trying to shine as much light on him as I could because I think that he's he's making a ton of moves. I think he's important right now, and he has a real shot just with his personal life and professional life. He's got a shot at actually going for it. You know what I'm saying? I have a family to think about and an important workplace to think about and all these types of things. Not saying that what he does is not important. He has the opportunities and that afford him to do those kinds of things. So he needs as much light shine on him right now as possible because he can be out of here.
Really?
Yes.
All right, man. Yeah. See, now I wish I'd have made it, man. Because next thing you know, it's gonna be one of those like, oh man, you should have caught him last year because you can't catch him now.
Yeah. So like right after the show, right before the next show we're gonna talk about, the Thrift Expo, which we both performed at, he announced that the album he was going to release independently on his own is going to be released now underneath Planet Asia's label, Gold Chain Music. So they're going to put money behind it and put it out on their platform.
Oh, nice.
Just one day to the next.
Nice. Now, there you go.
Yeah.
See, so yeah, no, he could be, like you said, out of here
Or
in the next year or so.
Or who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to catch the dude. So yeah,
Yeah.
man. So right now, you get a chance. You need to go out and
yeah, listen to the shit.
Yep. So he closed it out.
Killed it. I was standing there in the crowd, and he does this, and I'm gonna put him on blast, and I doubt he's gonna give a fuck what I have to say about it. He does what I think is his fucking banger, like the song called "Too Authentic." He does it like second or third in his set usually. Me personally would close the show out with that because I like to leave everybody with it at the end. But I understand what it does in his set is he does like a warm-up song, and he does this song that like shakes you up, and then he's able to keep going with his music,
Okay,
and
all right.
you're in it now, you know?
Yeah. He reeled you in. Now you're there.
I feel he could pick a different song to do that thing and reserve the energy for the knockout punch.
All right.
But anyways, he did it. People were into it. But I was thinking like, man, if he did that song again at the end, shit would be crazy. Just feeling everything.
Yeah.
And I was just standing there, and there's this dude that I only know through online. He goes by NM Capo, and he follows us now on the D-Gas podcast.
Okay.
He raps a little bit too. He's done a few open mics at Full Circle, newer artist. He's standing next to me, and he kind of taps me, and he's like, "Hey, man, it'd be really cool if he did Too Authentic again, huh?" And I looked at him like, I was just thinking that. I told him it was loud. I'm like, I was just thinking that. And he's like, that would be cool. And I was like, all right. And I went over to Otis Reed. I was like, hey, Otis Reed is TA's brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, hey, you think he would do Too Authentic again? And he's like, no, probably. If he does it again, you want him to go up there? I'll just call everybody up there that performed tonight. He's like, yeah, I'll go up there. It's like, all right, cool. So I got me and him. Fee. He's not going to care.
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted to ask because I didn't know if Otis was like, nah, he's not going to want to do that shit. Come on, man. He's doing his set. Leave him alone. Or whatever. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
So we go up there, and then I go around when I know he's on about his last song. He might have even said I'm on my last song. And I go up to Envy. I'm like, listen, we're going to do that Too Authentic song again. And he's like, what? We're going to do the Too Authentic song again. And he's looking through my folder like I've ever done a song called Too Authentic. He knows all of my music. But he's looking, and he's like, which one was it you're talking about? I was like, his song, fool. His song, he just did it. It's right there. Too Authentic. And he's like, oh, okay. And I was like, all right, when this song's over, we're going to do it again. And then just have it queued up. He's like, okay. And then he finishes the song. He turns around. I'm already up there with Envy with the other backup person's mics. I said, hey. Fee starts talking like, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I'm like, hey, will you do Too Authentic again? And he's like, yeah, that's cool. I was like, cool, we're going to shut this shit down. And then he's like, okay. And then Fee's like, I look up, and it's like a movie when audio comes in and out. Tyler, everybody, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, Fee. Dum, dum, dum. Hey, Fee. What? Hold on a second. Okay. I want everybody that performed tonight to come back on the fucking stage. We got one more track for you. Oh, we do? And Fee's playing it up. He's good.
Yeah,
Good like that.
Yeah.
Right on the spot. So it looked like this random thing, which kind of was.
Well, yeah, I mean,
pull him up. And it just so happened that Omar Ora was there, who, you know, Fashawn, Omar Ora, Otis Reed were the Grizzly City Boys. They were a group.
okay.
They were Section 8 back in the day. They all started together.
Okay, all right.
So they're really important, especially together. And TA's Otis Reed's little brother. And he was standing by the stage. I said, Omar Hora, get up on the stage, quit fucking around. And he's like, he got him on stage. I didn't even keep the mic. I gave one mic to Otis, one mic to Omar Hora, TA the handful. The rest of us were standing up there. They had a couple of friends come up there with us. Bah!
Close it down.
Crazy.
Oh man, you see?
Crazy.
You see, all the good shit happens when I don't go. Then I go and it's all whack.
Always. Oh no!
Oh no, you lost your
Was that story too long?
little donger.
Was that too long?
Nah, hell no. For those of us that
I was replaying it in my head.
for those of us that weren't able to be there, yeah, man, that's fucking awesome. I could see it.
Yeah.
You know, I could see it just being fucking played out in my
I
head.
was like, that's what happened. I was like, here, because he went up there, and I was like, man, this shit is gonna be crazy having Omar Hora and Otis Reed back up this guy's, to me, hit song. You choke on it? Pause.
Wait on my nose.
God damn. When's the last time you said that?
Never. Ooh.
You had this 118% alcohol go up your nose?
Yeah, dude, I was about to say.
Go up the wrong pipe?
Yeah, I was about to say, you want to taste some rye? Take it up my nose. Oh, man. That is lingering.
Brisk.
It's lingering up in here. Like, it gets just really bright and running fucking, like, making my tear ducts fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I like this. Not to sound like a hater, but I like it still. But it's borderline like medicinal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of have cough syrup vibes. But it's still good.
Yeah.
Still really good.
It's it does have this
Sorry,
weird.
Footsies.
Yeah, this weird robotism.
Yeah.
Cherry like
Yeah.
thing going on.
Yep.
But it's faint in the back.
Mm-hmm.
All the apricot is crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking like that's all I'm getting is like apricot. Like if we're actually drinking apricot, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't think it says how long they left it in the barrel or in the cask or whatever. But I want to say they probably left it in the apricot cask longer than because that apricot
Probably.
is insane.
It's just really expressive. I gotta take a whiz.
So we're gonna pause. So now I gotta edit out. I gotta take a whiz.
No, you can leave it in there. You can leave it in there.
So we're back from the whiz,
Back. And we're back.
and we're back.
I got these new pants. And I was really fucking pumped about it. I'm into denim. I'm into salvage denim. This has nothing to do with much. But I went pee. And these are really cool. They're made in this. They're Lee collabed with this company called Brooklyn Circus. They're salvage denim, and but they have these riveted buttons right here for putting suspenders on, because they were made in the style, like the exact style of really really old pants for when you had to wear suspenders. They hurt. These things right here,
they're poking
because they're on the belt line, and they're underneath my belt, so my belt is cinched on them, and they're riveted in. So when I sit down, it shoves them into my. So I learned I have to put my belt on and shove these rivets over the belt, and then I can sit down with no pain.
So that's why you went to go pee. You didn't go pee.
No, I had to go pee, and now I put it all back together. I want to talk about my pants. Fucking pumped about these pants. I wore these pants for the first time at the SenCal Thrift and Vintage Expo, which we're going to talk about in part 2. But right now, we would be remiss to not talk about
1-800-COLLECT.
1-800-COLLECT call.
Yeah. So unfortunately, there's something unfortunate that happened at the end that we had to.
Things happen.
Yeah, things happen. But
remember Mabel? When I that was her thing. I forgot what happened. But remember Mabel from Cafe Corazon? She was the landlord.
Yes.
When I was the chef there.
Yes.
Somebody died one time, and she just said things happen, and she just there to collect her rent. I'll never forget that shit.
Oh,
it was something fucking crazy, bro.
Was it the dude that got stabbed in the front right there? Remember?
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, somebody got stabbed in the front.
And they left him in the front.
And they left him there. Yeah. And she's like, things happen, and she was there to collect her fucking money. Things. Every time someone says things happen, immediately
goes to Mabel.
Yeah. Mabel.
I remember that. It was remember that was Root Hackerspace or Root Access.
Next door?
It was something like that.
Hashtag.
Was
it was called the hashtag.
Yeah, and they stabbed him in front of their door, which was right next to the phone, and he just laid there and bled out all night, and in the morning they found him, and yeah.
Tight. She said things happen.
Things happen. Give me my rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I used to live right down the street from there, and I remember that happened. I looked down and I was like, what the fuck's going on over there? First thing I thought is, not my coffee shop.
No.
Yeah.
There's no fire trucks. It's okay.
It's okay.
But yeah.
But yeah. So
come on with it.
A. Smith was just tearing it up.
Tore it up. I said, what are you gonna do today? You bring the bass? Nope. He said every time I challenge myself to do a different set.
Yeah.
That's what he told me.
What's funny is
He said, calm down. No,
yeah,
I didn't say anything. I was like, damn, this fool's like serious.
Yeah.
Serious.
What's funny is I'm sitting there having a beer before it got started, and he comes up, and if you don't follow him on the gram or anything or seen him, he's this very low key person.
Yeah.
Quiet, you know. And I'm sitting there, and he comes up and he says, "Hey, I just want to introduce myself."
To you?
Yeah, and I was like, and I'm looking at him, and I was like, I don't think we like officially met.
Oh, okay.
You know,
yeah,
and I was like,
I can see that.
I was like, yeah, what's up?
Have
man?
you might not have.
Yeah, we not officially, you know. And he was like, I'm
Austin.
I'm Austin Smith. I was like, oh yeah, what's up, dude? Like, you know, and I had already been drinking, so I'm a little loud. And he's just doing this, waiting till I stopped, and you know he's really low key. Like you wouldn't know that like this dude will get up there and just fucking just get crazy with you know shit. And he was that day. It seems like every call there's one of them who stands out. Mm-hmm. The last couple ones have been, or the last ones, a couple ones with ML3 have been ML3. He like really brings it.
Yes.
And he did this time.
He's definitely a character up there.
Yeah.
He's good at entertaining people, and it looks like he's having a good ass time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's definitely enjoying what he does. But Austin has this thing that about him that, and he did bring something different.
Mm-hmm.
And
for sure.
He has this thing about him where you just see someone up there who's a musician and he's fucking doing something that he loves.
Yeah. Because
he has something for everyone and everyone's enjoying it.
Mm.
You know? And I went over there and watched him a little bit. He's not really like ML3, like he gets really with the crowd, and Austin's really just focused on his music.
Right.
You know, he's not really like looking up but he's focused on what he's doing, and he was fucking rocking it.
Yeah. Yep.
You know? Yeah.
Yep. That's funny, huh? Because Sahab's right in the middle.
Yeah.
Between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. So
A. Smith is like, I'm here to do my thing. You're here to listen.
Yep. And then I'm gonna bless
ML3
you.
is like, if you're walking by, you better stop and listen, my brother.
Because I'm gonna make you stop.
I'm gonna make you stop.
Either with my music or
I'm gonna be like
me really. Yep. And Sahab, he's more of a.
He moves around a little bit.
Yeah.
He's doing something over here, doing over here. You're like, what is going on?
Yeah. All these fucking crazy sounds going on.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, the first time I heard, I remember I was hearing that, and I was like, I looked over. and I didn't know what was going on. The first one, I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, so I looked over.
Nobody really could get it.
Yeah, and so I was with my boy Gino, who was like, hey man, I think he's doing that.
Yeah.
And I go,
oh, he said it.
yeah, and I was like,
that's tight.
Nah. I said, you think? He goes, I think so. So we got up and
Gino. He needs to get back on the board.
Yeah, he does. So we went over there and we watched him, and he was like, yeah, dude, he's doing that.
Wow.
And it was just these fucking crazy sounds, and there's Sahab just
yeah, turning knobs and pushing keys and shit.
Yeah, and it was like, oh shit, he is. And that's when I asked, like, hey, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
That's when he told me what the 1-800 collect call was. Been hooked ever since.
Yeah.
But like I said, every single one of them, one of those cats just has a set where, like I said, ML3 is gonna bring it.
Yeah.
He's gonna bring it. He's really energetic. His music is really energetic. Like you know his sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know when he's up there. But there's always one of them that does something that is just stands out from the rest. This time to me was Austin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin.
Being able to captivate you while being subdued.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, and
with the style.
Yeah, and then I think that's what it is. His style is really, like jazzy, but like this time around he had
some different sounds.
He has some different sounds, really like almost like drum hip hop kind of behind everything else, which was fucking fantastic. And he was into it when he was sitting there with the drum machine. You know, he was fucking he was killing it, man. So for me, he stood out.
Yeah.
Sahab, of course, he's always, you know.
I feel like, we could go on and on about that dude, but we always do.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he's amazing.
Yeah, we talked about him before and how he needs to be on the stage somewhere, you know, you know, on tour somewhere. But you know, I mean, what more can we say about the guy? The guy fucking is he's very polished already, you know.
Yep.
But then ML3 got on
for being such a raw talent artist.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
He's so polished. I guess that's what it sounds like to do you expertly.
Like.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I get what you're saying.
He sounds like just a raw artistry, but it's so fucking buttoned up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his sound. That's him.
His sound.
Yeah. So ML3 jumps in to close out the night.
Yeah, and starts killing it, and I feel bad because he brought hella people to come see him.
Yeah.
But he always turns up to 11. He knows it.
Yeah. Yep.
He always turns up, and we've had a neighbor that's fucking always been a problem for us, and she called the police, and they showed up 1 minute to 10.
Yep.
Literally 9:59. Looking for our fucking new conditional use permit.
Yep.
To ask about whether or not we were allowed to have people back here playing music and shit. She knew what she was doing. And we're getting it taken care of.
Yep.
But ML3's set got cut a little bit short.
Got cut short. Yep.
We don't have to play it that loud all the time.
Nope.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, from the few minutes he had, he was rocking it.
He was rocking it, and he had his people there.
Yeah.
So he was gonna do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
The first time he did Collect Call, he played 43 beats in a row. Who knows what he was gonna do that day?
Yeah.
With all of his friends there.
Yep. No, it was starting, and you could feel it building.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, "What happened?"
Yeah. We didn't have to stop. They just asked if we could turn it down, but we thought it'd be smart.
Yeah. Not push the issue.
Yeah, not push the issue.
Cause they showed up yesterday.
They show up.
Yeah. So.
They showed up because we have a drum circle in our backyard of people trying to like release positive energy into the world by just getting in a circle and literally playing hand drums. And she called the cops on them.
She called the cops on them.
So what are you gonna do?
And they were Caucasian.
It doesn't matter. She hates her fucking guts.
Yeah,
she hates her guts.
But yeah, that happened.
But Collect Call, super fire, and we'll stop talking about it every month as soon as everybody else starts talking about it. Let's go.
Once the place fills up, now we got to stop, because
then you already know.
Then I'm not gonna be able to go in there, sit down in my usual chair, and
you
listen.
already know.
Yeah.
So it'd be redundant.
Yep. So we recapped the Tioga Sequoia show, 1-800-COLLECT.
Yeah.
I think we did our thing.
We did our thing. We still got a little bit to talk about. I think.
Yeah.
Come back for part 2.
Part 2.
Peace.